Hey everyone, for tonight I thought I would show you a little bit of the program that I use to write my novels. This is Scrivener. It is an app for Apple, so if you have like a MacBook Pro or MacBook Air, this is a program that you can use to write, organize, and take notes for your books. Now, Scrivener can actually do multiple different formats for your book. But for the sake of simplicity and for the sake of thematic consistency, I guess you could say, I'm going to be showing you the format for the novel format, as it even says in the top left corner there. This is how I've been writing books for years. This is the app that I used to write my novel, The Glass God, which you can find on Amazon, link in the description below. I'm going to show you the format of this, kind of how to navigate around Scrivener, how to write your book in a way where everything is organized and and mapped out for you. There's really, with Scrivener, there is no way that you can get lost in the process of writing. When you're using something like Microsoft Word or Google Docs or something like that to write your book, it can be confusing and overwhelming because all you have are the pages themselves. You don't have any sticky notes or anything basic or attachments, anything that can help you kind of organize everything, be able to go to specific sections, go back to specific sections of your book to fix things or look at things or anything like that. Scrivener basically helps helps take care of that. It eliminates all that overwhelm. So right here, you just have it just says novel format, and it shows you how to use this template. So I mean, it even gives you instructions on how to navigate this format. Otherwise, if you come down here to manuscript on the left, what you have here is a setup. Shows you chapter. So it gives you an example right here already. This is a way to get you to jump in essentially. So you have chapter here, and then here you have scene. You're going to click, well, actually, so you can click on the tab here, and then you can just type something. I don't know. I'm just going to write scene here for the sake of simplicity. But basically, you can use this as almost like a sticky note to write a brief description of what this scene is supposed to be about. And if you click on the scene right underneath chapter here, this is where the magic begins, essentially. So let me just put an example here. I'm just going to go down to title. And a lot of this does work. Once you get into the actual writing process, a lot of this does work like Microsoft Word or Pages or whatever you use on your computer. Like these formats. The text font, all that type of stuff. It's all pretty much the same. So I'm just gonna type in 1 as if this was chapter 1, and then so this is where you can start writing. Down over here on the right is a notes section. You can kind of take notes, whether it's stuff that you want to remember or you just want to jot down little things about characters or the scene itself, things that you want to remember for maybe a later scene. And then once you're ready to start a new scene or a new chapter, you hit the plus button on the left here, and it opens up a new quote unquote scene for you. And then you can start typing here, and Bob. it goes on like that. When you're ready to write a new chapter, you hit the drop down arrow right here next to the plus, and you hit new folder right here, and then you hit plus just like that. You don't technically need to, you don't need to hit the drop down, and then that's when you can write the next scene or the next chapter, I guess. Down here is characters. I think this is really cool. If you hit plus for characters, It gives you a whole character bio, or character sketch as it's called. You can type in the name of the character, describe that character's role in the story, their goals, their description, personality, occupation, habits and mannerisms, background, internal conflicts, external conflicts. It's all in here to give you a really thorough analysis of what your characters are and how they fit in the overall arc of the story. Now down here is pretty much the same. You got places, and you can basically you can write the name of your setting, role in the story, related characters, season, unique features, description, sight, sound, smell. Now I'll be honest with you, I've actually never used this before. I've never really found myself needing to. I tend to, when it comes to my settings, I tend to kind of make them up as I go along in the writing process. I don't really have a whole lot planned out in terms of what each setting involves in the book. I think some of the fun actually is making this stuff up as I go along, in order to come up in order to really get the brain going as you're writing. The only downside to kind of making a setting up as you go along in the book is that it tends to kind of bring things to a halt a little bit. It tends to make the process a little bit slower, and then maybe you don't progress in the actual book writing as much as you want to or should. So those are the big things. This shows you this helps you create chapters and then scenes for those chapters. There's the character sketches, the setting sketches, and down here it's title page to the manuscript. So here you can make your title page, and then you make all that stuff that you see in those published books. The copyright, the title page, dedication, and then there's of course the blank page that comes with every book. That's for the paperback, by the way. And then this is where you can create your ebook format. Down here is the notes, and that's pretty much whatever you want it to be. Personally, for me, when it comes to the notes that I write in my Scrivener files, I'll write outlines for specific scenes where I really need to have a plan for a scene before I jump in. I had to do that at least once in my last book. I also use this for an outline of the book as a whole, or just random, not necessarily random, but important notes for characters or plot beats, or even just ideas. If ideas come to me while I'm writing, but I'm not at the point yet where that idea would be fleshed out, I bring it to my notes section here, and then I'm just gonna move this to the trash. This is research, where you can use this for research. If you were researching something. Oh, that's okay. Never mind. If you're researching something for your book, you can put notes here. And then there's the trash. So yeah, I mean, it's a pretty straightforward program, even though it does look like a lot, at first glance. It's a pretty straightforward program. It did wonders for me writing The Glass God. And again, if I needed to get to a specific section of the book and I didn't want to scroll through page after page after page trying to find it, Scrivener helped me be able to find the exact places that I needed when I needed them, and honestly, probably cut down the amount of time I spent writing the book by quite a bit. Again, I highly recommend Scrivener to you. It is not a monthly subscription. It is a one-time purchase. You can just find Scrivener online. Again, if you have an Apple laptop, a MacBook Air, or MacBook Pro, whatever. This is honestly a must for writing a book. And highly recommend it to you. Really don't have much else to say. I hope this was of help to you. I hope this maybe got you interested in looking it up yourself. If you are writing a book or in the process of beginning one, this is for you. I do videos like this almost every night, giving you writers writing tips and advice to help you in your journey writing a novel as I write mine. Be sure to subscribe to get content like this almost every night, every week. And yeah, I'm doing this late at night. I'm going to go to bed now. Good night.